Good afternoon, everyone. It is May 8th, 2019. I'm Eric. Got off work a little bit early today, so here we are. Before I get started, if you like my content, please do give me a thumbs up, a subscribe, maybe a share. I have PayPal links and Discord links below as well. Now, Florida man arrested, thrown in jail for a truck sticker that had the word ass in it. And this comes from Matt Argus. So much for, freedom. We're going to need backup. His truck says ass. What a bunch of fucking snowflakes. This happened in Lake City, Florida. It doesn't surprise me. I mean, after all, the cowardly cops there in Broward County cowered in fear behind their cruisers while the students at Parkland or Stoneman Douglas High School were killed. Yeah. Okay. Freedom of speech in the land of the free is not guaranteed. Despite the wording of the First Amendment claiming that Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech, there are countless laws across the country designed to do exactly that. So it's not just your Second Amendment that's constantly trampled on, it's all of your rights. However, even when there aren't archaic anti-speech laws on the books, police will all too often deprive people of their freedom for practicing their freedom. A Florida man learned this the hard way when he was arrested this week for a sticker on the back of his truck. Dylan Shane Webb, 23, was pulled over this week by Columbia County Sheriff's Deputy. Webb had broken no traffic laws, was not a threat to anyone, and was not suspected of committing a crime. He did, however, have a sticker with the word ass on the back of his truck. The deputy claimed the sticker on the back of Webb's truck, which said, I eat ass, violated Florida's obscenity law. So he targeted Webb for extortion and kidnapping. In quotes, they're just words, Webb told the deputy after being pulled over. In quotes again, I then asked Dylan how a parent of a small child would explain the meaning of the words, the deputy wrote in his report. Webb then responded rationally, telling the deputy that would be up to the parents. Indeed it would be, but this deputy just knew that Webb was a hardened criminal, hell-bent on destroying all that is good by putting a sticker on his own truck saying that he eats things deemed inappropriate. So he issued the 23-year-old a notice to appear in court for the obscenity violation. The deputy then told Webb to remove part of the sticker so it wasn't offensive. In quotes again, I allowed him to remove one of the letters from the word ass, so the statement would no longer be derogatory. But he said Webb refused to do so, citing the First Amendment, according to Gainesville.com. The deputy clearly couldn't have cared less about the First Amendment. For refusing to remove the sticker, the deputy then arrested Webb, charging him with resisting an officer without violence, a first-degree misdemeanor. Webb was kidnapped and thrown in a cage, and he had harmed no one. His bail was set at $2,500. The deputy then had Webb's truck towed and impounded, assuring the community that they wouldn't have to see the word ass. Problem solved. Actually, the problem was not solved, and this deputy likely created a legal situation for the taxpayers of Lake City in which they will be shelling out thousands to pay for Webb's unlawful arrest. And they should have to. When looking at Florida's obscenity law, it appears that it mostly applies to pornography and displaying it as such. The words i.e. ass can hardly be considered pornographic and can hardly be considered the display of such. While these words are certainly tasteless, to kidnap and cage someone for having them on their truck is grossly more offensive. Sadly, in the land of the free, a person can be kidnapped and thrown in a cage for arbitrary sounds made with their mouth or words on a vehicle that cause harm to no one. So yeah, so much for freedom, right? In Cohen versus California, the U.S. Supreme Court upheld the citizen's First Amendment right to wear a jacket to court that read, fuck the draft. The court held, in quotes, for a while, the particular four-letter word being litigated here is perhaps more distasteful than most others of its genre. It is, nevertheless, often true that one man's vulgarity is another's lyric. Indeed, we think it is largely because governmental officials cannot make principled decisions in this area that the Constitution leaves matters of taste and style so largely to the individual. So, yeah, more freedom in the land of the free, right? There's a couple more on here. Video exonerates woman, leading to charges against a cop who beat and arrested her and covered it up. Cop rips phone from woman's hand, body slams her as she films arrest of her family. Yep. I mean, we're just so free, right? Anyway, wanted to share these three things with you. Hope you all have a great afternoon. And until next time, kill the state, live free.